như Tracy được biết, bà chính là người nghiên cứu về sản phẩm Maione đúng không ạ? Và vì cái tiếng Anh của Tracy không có giỏi lắm cho nên có một vài ý không có thể giúp anh chị hiểu hết. Nhưng đây là bà chị Liên có thể dạ, bà đã nghiên cứu về dòng sản phẩm Maione và chị Liên sẽ dịch cái video này sau. Bây giờ là quay giữ lại, anh chị nào nghe được tiếng Anh thì giữ ha, anh chị nào không nghe được thì mình sẽ lưu lại video này và chị Liên sẽ dịch lại sau cho mọi người trên group của mình. Mong là các anh chị thông cảm bởi vì mình không có đủ thời gian để mình translate qua nhiều ngôn ngữ trong lúc này.
Wow, ông chủ tới nữa hả?
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for having me. I'm just here to give you a little bit of explanation on the ingredients in the Maione Youth Essence to help you understand why it's so effective, why it works immediately and also long term, and why it's so unique and so effective. So just a little bit of background. Chairman Guo, when he approached us, he wanted to create a legendary anti-aging brand and something that absolutely worked.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. And so this is just a little bit of an overview on the quality assurance that's involved in the making of the product. So we sourced the best raw materials from all over the world. The botanicals that are in the product come from the best places in the world for that botanical product. Any plant that we manufacture the product in is a CGMP FDA registered plant. Every raw material is tested when it comes in. Each lot of every raw material that comes in is tested for purity and for antimicrobial and for identity to make sure that it is what we ordered and that it is the right product, to make sure that we turn out the very best product. So there's very tight quality every step of the way through the manufacture of this product. Okay, so in sourcing these materials, we looked at what the causes of aging are. The behavior, because we all get stressed, we don't drink enough water, we don't eat properly, we're in the sun too much, all those things affect our skin. UV rays, pollution, free radicals from the environment affect our skin, and of course we have genetics. So all of those things are things that we are addressing with different ingredients in the Youth Essence. Okay, so wrinkles, dark spots, sagging skin, the rashes and rosacea that happen as we get older, sagging, I'm blocking your view, and the neck wrinkles, the color of the overall color of the skin, and the collagen fiber. Thank you. So these are all things that we'll be addressing with the different raw materials in the product. Okay, so collagen breakdown is the #1 reason that we age. All those factors we just talked about have to do with basically the breakdown of collagen. The reason is because collagen makes up 72% of the skin and 80% of that outer layer of your skin. So that's why a lot of what we're going to talk about, a lot of these ingredients address the breakdown of collagen and also how we can assist our body's own functions in creating more collagen. So you can see when you're a baby, you have all kinds of collagen as a baby, and at 20, your collagen content is still about 75%. Between 20 and 30, you can lose 20% of that. And when you get into the 50s, you can be down to around 35% collagen, which can really affect the appearance of your skin. So we're using collagen, hyaluronic acid. All these things tend to decline, as well as the synthesis of new collagen and hyaluronic acid. So again, all things that a lot of these ingredients are targeted to address. Okay, go ahead. Okay, so the key to skincare is the right nutrition and water. One thing I wanted to note about the hydration is if you've used the Youth Essence, you'll notice that the consistency is a lot like water. And that's important because a lot of very natural skincare out there right now is comprised of oils, which are very thick and heavy, and they tend to just sit on the surface of your skin. So the reason that you have the fine mist and the water texture is so that we can have the penetration and the hydration and deliver the nutrients in a really effective way. Okay, so what nutrients are best for the skin? So we want it to be absorbable. We don't want it to just sit on the surface. And we want it to be natural and safe and free of toxins. And we also want it to be very stable. Natural because a lot of products out there have a lot of great ingredients, but also a lot of preservatives and toxins. So they end up over time doing more harm than good. So, collagen weighing 3,000 Daltons can be absorbed and used by the skin. Again, going back to, for example, the oils are a much higher Dalton. A Dalton is a molecular weight measurement, and collagen itself has anywhere from 15,000 to 50,000 Daltons, but something much larger that's going to just sit on the surface is not going to deliver the nutrients to where they're going to be effective. So the Youth Essence contains a variety of very active botanicals and peptides, and we're going to get into those in more detail. You can do the next. And the next. Yeah, we're done. Okay, so here are some of the things we're going to target. Facial contours. We're going to work on effectively smoothing wrinkles, maintaining moisture and luster for a long time, firming and plumping, and also don't forget that this area right here is skin just like your face. So you should spray it from here up to plump and hydrate that skin even in that area. We're also going to work on brightening and assisting the skin in the body's own mechanisms for repairing damage, detoxifying, firming and smoothing the texture of the skin, resisting inflammation and sensitivities. We're going to talk about a lot of the ingredients that have a lot of antioxidant properties to combat some of the free radicals in the environment, and also reducing dark circles and firming the skin around the eyes. Okay, so one of the peptides that the Youth Essence contains 3 very powerful, effective peptides, and they're very effective on their own, and they're also particularly effective in how they combine with each other. One of them is this palmitoyl tripeptide 1. This product has been shown when it's compared with retinol, which is a very popular anti-aging ingredient, is just as effective as retinol in promoting collagen synthesis, but actually has been shown to have a much higher effectiveness in reducing fine lines and wrinkles. So a peptide, just quickly, is if you think about a protein, which is a long chain of amino acids, a peptide is a very short chain of amino acids, and they are like messengers, and that's why they're so effective. So this mimics the peptide that occurs in your own skin, and it's the one that is the messaging to repair surface damage. So if you get a sunburn, or if you have a scar or something like that, it's this peptide in your skin that signals the response to repair that damage. The next one, palmitoyl tetrapeptide 7, is also a repairing and restoring peptide. This one helps improve facial contours because it can help promote, this peptide in your skin promotes the growth of the connective tissue, and it mimics DHEA in the skin. So this product in the skin also, when you get damage like UV damage or scars or blemishes and things like that, this peptide signals also the repair, and it also inhibits an enzyme that's released that causes the breakdown of collagen. So this peptide helps to inhibit the breakdown of collagen that happens when we have damage like that. The amazing thing about the last peptide and this peptide together is the combination of these two peptides mimics the response that happens in your own skin when collagen breaks down. When collagen breaks down, peptides are released and they tell your body to make more. The combination of these two peptides mimics that combination of peptides that's naturally given off when collagen breaks down. So it's almost like tricking your body into making more. It's basically saying, hey, we need more collagen. So that's why these two are effective on their own, but particularly effective when they're combined the way they are in this product. And okay, one of the botanicals in the product, this is a mushroom extract. It's called Agaricus bisporus. This is an amazing mushroom extract. It's been used for many, many years. It has astringent effects. So a lot of people that have used the youth essence that have noticed that if they have acne or acne scars, they notice that that clears up. This is one of the reasons. But the amazing thing about why the astringent effects of this mushroom are different is because they are not drying. It doesn't strip the layer of moisture. So it gives you that astringent antimicrobial effect, but maintains the moisture layer. So it's actually a moisturizing and film forming ingredient. So it helps strengthen that barrier of the moisture layer on the outer layer of your skin. Hyaluronic acid, I'm sure everybody's heard of. Most skincare products contain this. The main reason is it holds 1,000 times its weight in water. So having hyaluronic acid, it's in your skin naturally, but having it topically, it actually can pull moisture out of the air and help hold it to your skin. In fact, if you're in a particularly dry climate like here, you can actually apply something like this and turn on the shower and have your face in the shower, not in the water, but in the steam, and that helps enable it to pull water out of the atmosphere, basically, and it helps maintain it to keep your skin hydrated longer during the day. Okay, this is the next peptide, acetohexapeptide 8. This is an amazing peptide. This one actually occurs naturally in Botox, but you don't have to inject it. This one addresses the wrinkles that happen when we make faces. You'll notice I make a lot of faces. You get the creases from where the muscles contract. This peptide, again, peptides are messengers. This one breaks the contact that tells your brain to contract those muscles. So what happens is your facial expressions are decreased, and so their wrinkles tend to smooth out a little bit. So that's the reason that this product has become very popular in skincare recently, because it is so effective, and it's kind of known as a topical version of Botox for that reason. Okay, we also use a hydrolyzed yeast protein. This is a very interesting product, and this is more unique to skincare, but the fermentation process of hydrolyzed yeast produces a lot of polysaccharides and a lot of nutrients that are very, very beneficial to skin. And the polysaccharides are more like fatty acids that help deliver those nutrients to where they're very effective. So this is actually a more unique ingredient and a very effective ingredient for topical skincare. Okay, we have marigold and Essen. These two are extremely powerful. The marigold, or you might know it as calendula, it's been used a lot in skincare. It's been used a lot in wound healing. It is a product that helps to repair a lot of those connective fibers. Collagen is pretty much a matrix of fibers, and some of the fibers actually are stronger than steel. It's pretty amazing. So calendula actually has the ability to help repair and maintain those fibers. And Essen actually has been used in medical grades for things like sports injuries, for things like post-surgery, to help keep swelling and to help keep blood from pooling to different areas. So as a topical, this is one of the reasons why if you've got the little capillaries that start to break and you get redness from that, this can help decrease that inflammation and that redness and help constrict those capillaries. And it's also effective in your, if you get dark circles under your eyes, that's also from capillaries. So these are actually two very powerful ingredients for that. And this one, Aculeatus. This is a botanical, it's also known as butcher's broom. Also a very powerful botanical. It's full of antioxidants that address the environmental pollutants that we talked about earlier. You get the ultraviolet rays and the pollutants from the atmosphere, which the antioxidants combat. And this one also is antimicrobial, and it's very soothing. And if you've used the youth essence, you may notice that you get a really fresh, tingly feeling, almost like a breath of fresh air. And that actually comes from this botanical. It's very fresh, a little bit astringent, it is a very pleasant feeling, and very effective for the vasodilation properties. And then the acetohexapeptidate, that again is the one that blocks the conduction between the nerves and muscles. So helps that muscle contracting response. Okay, and this is just about some of the studies that have been done on the acetohexapeptide 8. The wrinkle roughness decreases by almost 20% after 28 days, and the wrinkle density reduced by about 53%. So this shows you how effective it is at decreasing the muscles that are caused by, the wrinkles that are caused by your muscle contractions from your expressions. Okay, Centella asiatica. This is a very, very potent botanical. This has been used for years for wound healing and scar healing. A lot of people that have used the youth essence over time have told us that they've noticed that deep scars that they thought they would always have decreased or gone away. This is one of the reasons. This contains the compounds that help aid in the synthesis of those collagen fibers and also in elastin. This centella, it comes from a plant, Gotukola. It grows near the Indian Ocean. They call it tiger weed because they actually found that tigers that are wounded will go and roll in it because it has tremendous wound healing properties. So in a topical, this one's very powerful as far as collagen synthesis and also in healing blemishes, scars, and things like that. Okay, so you can see there's a carefully developed formula, advanced production technology, synergy of ingredients, and it's natural, mild, safe, and effective. If you've looked at a lot of skincare, you'll notice that the youth essence is very different. in its spray form, in its texture, and there are actually a lot more ingredients than these that contribute to moisturizing, holding moisture onto the surface of the skin, smoothing over the texture, and in maintaining that moisture, and also in collagen synthesis, and in aiding your body's natural responses for repairing. So just a little more information about the product. In general, this is designed to be safe for all kinds of skin types. Some people have come to us and said, why does it tingle so much? Should I be worried? The tingling can come from that Ruscus aculatus botanical. It can also come from the peptides. Sometimes people will notice a tingling or redness just because it's something completely different. If you have very sensitive skin, we always recommend that you test it on this area of your wrist first. Spray it on there and just leave it overnight. If you don't have a reaction there, you're most likely not going to have one on your face. We have not had a lot of reports of any kind of issues. It's designed to be safe and effective for everybody. Perfect integration of visual effects. The great thing about the delivery system is you can have it in your purse. You can spray it when you're on a plane. You can spray it anytime you feel like you need a little bit of hydration. You can use it morning and night, or any time that you want to, basically. Safe and effective, simple and convenient, and the wide application scope. It's also very easy to show other people how great it works, because somebody can just spray it on part of their face and notice the difference. And that's about it. When there's a good way to maintain beauty, you look naturally beautiful. That's